Hey folks, Philip B-Man here. A little quick and dirty split situation. I was talking to a beekeeper at the farmer's market this morning who had a pretty big hive, confessed he wasn't terribly good at finding queens and was kind of stuck as to how to get a split out of that. So here's a quick and dirty split. Now I've done a number of these, so I have to be a little bit more detailed, but I had some hives in this site get a little big on me. In fact, I think just up there somewhere there's a swarm hanging. Oh no, right there. So I didn't get here quite quick enough. But we assessed these as being too big for their britches, developed a little quick or didn't get split when they should have. I'm not sure what the history is. But came that night and took the top. Well, I did a couple things. First of all, we had identified them as out of this bee yard, which ones needed to be split. That was written on the top. When I came back, I numbered both the top and the lid of the hive and also a matching lid. So on this hive here, you can see this. I got it labeled JV for the yard and then number 10. And the top box that was sitting on top, I took it, put it on a new bottom board, took it to a new location. So now I have two JV10s. One of these will have the queen. I wait 3 days, and after the third day, then only one of them will have any visible eggs. All the eggs that queen laid will have matured. So if there's any eggs visible, then this hive, if it has visible eggs, will have the queen. Its pair, the other JV10, at the other site will then pretty much automatically get a queen. It's way easier to find eggs than it is to find a queen, especially in a larger colony. So let's take a shot at this and see what we can do. I did this right at dusk, although it was a fairly cool day, so I believe I probably got going an hour or two before dusk. I remember setting them off at the new site pretty much right at dusk. But it was after most of the flight of the day had ended. And so that was my process. Now, if you're keeping all your bees, so I'm suspicious that this one doesn't have a queen, since they're raising an emergency cell here. Lots of emergency cells. So some of them are even capped already. They don't mess around. Okay, so we're going to give that one a queen. I'll go get them. All right, here's our new queen. It's June 1st, and I finally have my own spring raised queens. It's been a long time coming this year, boy. We've had a lot of cool weather. And then I'll make a note on the lid that this one has a new queen. Now I will confirm this diagnosis by when I get to the next site. I'll find JV10 and I'll find eggs there. All right, here we are at the next hive, JV9. They've already eaten a whole pail of feed since we were here. That's probably an indicator that there is no queen, since they got more room to put the feed, but you never know. So this one's got eggs galore. Just about every cell there, especially this zone right in here. And there, larvae is no use. It's got to be eggs. This is the end of the third day. So that one gets marked as having the old queen. There's a queen cage from a previous splitting event. And not finding eggs is always slower than finding them. I like to check 2 or 3 frames unless I see other queenless type behavior. Oh, and there's some eggs. That's why you check. Yeah, okay. Okay, old queen. So now, after I'm done checking the yard, I'll make a little scorecard. Hive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'll have what I found at this site. I'll go to the next site. So, number 8, I don't even have to look at nothing. I'm just going to put that queen in that match, that sort of, at this point you think of them as a sister hive, and done. So that's quick and dirty splits. No, you don't have to find the queen. You can also do this by putting an excluder in a double, and then 3 days later you'd have eggs on one side or the other, just so long as your excluder is in good condition. And that's how to get bees into splits. I have done this when I'm not moving from site to site. If you have a couple days really cool weather and the bees haven't flown, or maybe the forecast says you can expect a couple, as right now my forecast does, you can take that and set it right down right next to it. And by the time the bees are ready to fly again, I usually count on about 3 days. And probably you keep the weaker side of the hive in the original spot. The one that seems to have a little bit more bees, go to the new spot. You can equalize them up later. So that's making a split without finding the queen. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great day.